on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 13 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a game.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Buccaneers.
From 8 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
First down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 3. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Javon Kinlaw never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Buccaneers 24, 49ers 13. Mike Badgley set to
following the touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up
one thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
23 more yards.
23 yards, the final tally. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
49ers.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
San Francisco.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
34. Buccaneers 24.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline and kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nope.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Here's Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And goal at the Buccaneers' 12-yard line.
Now back to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Niners 43, Buccaneers 24.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and
the 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
49ers. They'll take over 1st.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
24.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Mike Badgley set to...
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. The left side completion to Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 19 tight.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
First and 10 at the 34.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taken down and
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and
they'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. And that'll set them back 5. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
Let's get off the field,
Now a handoff looking right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 20.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
On the play. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.